Refloating the 118-year-old relic is one community project the Port of Echuca will be eager to see completed. Coaxing the old lady back into the water has cost more than $90,000, 20 years of work, and another 2 weeks just to dislodge her from her comfortable bed on the banks of the Murray. Her refloating seemed almost as historic as the boat is herself. Hundreds of people lined both banks of the river to watch as a special cable rigged across the waters, a bulldozer and 2 cranes used their persuasive powers to move the old lady. Built back in 1866, the 22-metre boat worked as a logger until 1958. Now, back where she belongs, Adelaide will be one of 5 old steamers commissioned next year to attract tourists to Echuca. Lee Elliott, Eyewitness News.
The task of refloating the Adelaide began local park in Echuca down to the banks of the Murray River. That first move was not an easy one, with power lines in the town brought down to allow the vessel through. However, the move from there on to the Murray proved even more difficult. A number of wooden sledges were used in conjunction with the cranes in a bulldozer on the other side of the river. It was a matter of jacking the Adelaide up and then rolling it forward. It was a task that took contractors all day, and although at times little movement was made, it still held the interest of the locals. 2 cranes and a number of cables had to be rigged up to lure the big lady back onto the water. After 9 hours' work, the paddle steamer finally hit the water. But it needed that extra push to put it right. Echuca Port Chairman Ian Stewart was one of the many people glad to see the old lady in her rightful place.
Wonderful. Really wonderful.
And Sweat, Shepherd and mobile cranes managed what many believed to be an impossibility.
It's not the first time the Paddlesteamer Adelaide has been launched here at Echuca. The first time was 118 years ago. She wasn't as reluctant to go in the water then in 1866, but then she was brand new.
She was never meant to carry passengers. Adelaide was built as a timber boat, designed to pull the barges for the sawmillers of last century. There were others of her ilk ready to welcome her, including Pevensey, better known as Philadelphia from All the Rivers Run fame. There were others not so well known, but nevertheless authentic. And it was nothing short of a standing ovation for Echuca's first and oldest lady as she made her way, with a little help from the Pevensey, to her new berth at the Port of Echuca Tourist Complex. Mike Lester, National 9 News.